Good morning, it's Monday morning and we're working again. We're on the road. I picked up a job from a large mail company that's private that have yellow vans, and I'm taking a big sack of mail to a bank in Leicester, which ordinarily wouldn't be very exciting in this small van. However, I'm driving this small van because my own van's off the road, and hey ho, engine management lights just come on this hire van with a message saying AdBlue emissions, go to a garage. Now it's in orange, it's not in red, which I believe red's more critical. But the annoying thing is, I put AdBlue in this van on Thursday and now it's got this message. So, dilemma. Do I carry on to Leicester? Well, answer is yes. One, because it ain't my van. And two, do I ring them after that? And what they're going to do? Are they going to ask me to bring the van back in straight away? Which means more time off. It's just frustrating. And will the van restart after I've stopped it? I know Neil from Neptune Couriers, he had a Berlingo, had enormous problems with the AdBlue system. So we'll wait and see. But this is just a pain in the arse, this. But I'm on the job now. I can't really, get anyone out to take this off me. So I'm going to see if it'll get me to Leicester. And quite frankly, I don't want to be stranded in Leicester and waiting hours and hours again. So if this van starts, I'll be driving it back up and then we'll see from there. Oh, I don't know. Never mind. Good morning, it's Tuesday morning. I'm just on the feed looking for some work. A couple of bids have gone in, fingers crossed. However, following from yesterday, by the time I'd got that sack of letters to the bank, the van began a countdown to shut down. What I'm saying by that is, it told me that there's an AdBlue emissions issue and the van would not restart in 500 miles. Now, I was already 150 miles from home at that point. So that meant, obviously, I couldn't bid for any other work. I was in the Leicester area. It's quite busy. There was a couple of tasty-looking jobs that I would love to have bid on. No, I had to ring the hire company, tell them, and they asked me to bring the van back to them. They did say if I wanted, they'd send a breakdown cover, but after the previous week's experience, I didn't want to go through that again. So I drove it home, emptied it of all my gear, and I got it into Salford Van Hire, the hire company, late afternoon, and they've put me in another small van, which is a Vauxhall Combo. Now, it's slightly longer than the Berlingo I had, so I'm assuming it's like an L2 or something, so it's a little bit bigger. And it's a newer model, and so it's only got like 6,000 miles, so it feels nice and tight to drive, so this one should be okay. And the cabin feels a bit airy, because rather than that little bench seat in the middle where you suppose you could get 3 small people across, you can just get 2. It's only got two separate seats, which means the seat that the driver has is a bit bigger, and obviously for a significant body like mine, it's far more comfortable, so it's a bit better, this one. And like I say, they had a transit, but it just meant redoing the whole hire arrangement, and it was chucking it down. I couldn't be bothered. I thought, it's not worth it now. I'm just going to go and make do with this for what's left. Now, my own van, I did ring the garage to find out where we are on that, and when I finally got through to them, they hadn't turned a spanner on it yet. I couldn't believe it. I've done anything apart from diagnose the problem. And when I asked them why, they said, well, we've been waiting to hear from the warranty company. They've now asked us to remove the water pump and send a photograph of the water pump to show that it is actually, broken, damaged, rather than just wear and tear. I can't believe it. So I just said to them, look, forget that. Forget the warranty. Forget everything. Assume I've just brought that van in now. Just do a replacement timing belt and a water pump. Get on with it. Don't worry about the money because I'll just pay you. And I'll argue the toss later with the warranty company. But quite frankly, every day that van's off the road is costing me money because I'm paying out for a hire of another van. So I just want you to get on with it. I don't worry about money. I'll pay you over the phone by card now if you want. No, don't worry about that. I will chase the warranty company up. And I thought, why didn't you chase them up before? But anyway, I'm beyond words with it. So I'm going to ring them up again this afternoon to find. They promised they're going to actually chase it, but it seems the warranty company are probably just looking for excuses not to pay. And to be perfectly honest, I budget for repairs to my van. And one of the things I budgeted for this year was a timing belt change, which obviously they do a water pump anyway. So I figured I'm just going to do that. And if I get one of the warranty company, fine. If not, a lessons learned. I'm not going to bother buying an extra warranty on a van again, because it seems to me all they want to do is find a reason not to pay you. So that's where we stand. So fingers crossed to pick up some work today. I'm willing to do a long day today, make up for yesterday's debacle. But first of all, I've got to find a job to get me going, haven't I? Hope everyone else has a good day today. You're not going to believe this. This is a replacement hire van to replace the hire van that broken down that I got when my van broke down. I'm just arrived at a customer's building. I've collected a single box. I've got back in the van and gone to start it. I'm in neutral, ignition goes on. The thing's only got 7,900 miles, and you can see there on the right hand side, we've got an engine warning light. And it won't start. Here we go. Nothing. It will not fire one bit. Try it with turn ignition off. Clutch in, just in case. Lights out. I'm just beyond words. Beyond words. This is unbelievable. Well, that was a fright, wasn't it? And it's just the luck I'm having. But the van started. I rung the shipper, told them, said, look, you're going to have to get someone to pick this up. I'm really sorry. How embarrassing it is doing that. And then was about to go and tant at the hire company. And I thought, I'll just give it one more go. And I got out of the van and I locked it, then unlocked it, got in, and it fired up. So then I've rang the shippers now, and I'm gonna go and do this job. This is a newish van, 7,000 miles on it. This is a replacement for a broken down hire van, and it shouldn't be doing that anyway. So it's got some kind of gremlin in its system somewhere, but it is actually now running fine. You wouldn't even think there's a problem. So I'm going to go and do this job to Kelso because it's the only decent bloody paint job I could get on the CX today. And then we're going to go and see what it's like when I stop it and restart it. And if it does, then they can come and recover it from there. I might even get a bus home and leave it. What a nightmare. I just want my van back. I want my own van back. Well, I'm not in the house and the lighting's rubbish. I am in Wolverhampton. It is Wednesday and it is about 4:30. It's just started to go dark and it's raining. So I did that job up to the middle of nowhere and I drove back empty, but I did get decent money for that job and the van was fine. So this morning, I've had some good news. Fingers crossed. The good news is the garage have rung me and said my van should be ready tomorrow. Everything's been done. They're going to finish it tonight, so hopefully I can pick it up tomorrow sometime. So this could be my last day on a small van, which is great news. Not done bad today, actually, for a small van. I got a job this morning that I picked up when I was driving home yesterday, and I took a banjo. Apparently it's a very rare and valuable banjo that's been sold, and I delivered it down to Milton Keynes area. And then I picked up a job from Milton Keynes to Wolverhampton, which is where I am now. I've had to stop because I need to send some pods through. and also I needed to pay some music memberships that I forgot to pay, and so I thought I'd better get on with it now. I am going to look to see if I can get a job back towards the Lord's Republic of Mancunia, but if I can't, it doesn't matter, because I'm quite overjoyed. I've done well today money wise, and the Silver Dream machine hopefully is coming back. So I'm intending to take this van back to the hire company tomorrow morning, and so I'll have to clean it out and fill it back with fuel, etc. before I take it back, and then go and get my van. If not, if it's another day, then you know what, I'll just have the day off, so I'm not bothered, because I just don't want to go into another week of hire on this unless I have to. So now, guest this week is a little bit different, and this chap is a lad called Martin. And Martin, it's actually Martin Woods. And Martin is a subscriber to the channel, and had messaged me a few times before to say, I drive an HGV at the moment. I'm the one who steals all your work on the Pallet Network, but I want to become a courier, but I'm going to leave it till around March, obviously when it picks up. So I thought, well, there's lots of couriers on here and lots of people who've said that they fancy getting into the HGV game. So Martin has kindly agreed to do us a video under the show us your van, but in this case it's going to be show us your truck, and he's given us a little chronicle of a typical evening and a little bit about himself. I hope you find it interesting. He does detail on how you can go about getting your HGV license. So have a watch and see what you think.
Good afternoon. My name's Martin. I am a HGV driver in Darlington, the northeast. I've been asked to record a little bit of video for Dave's channel, The Anvil. Nice man. Just had a bit of a chat with him for half an hour there on the phone. Cracking fella, working hard and really enjoying his small van. Just to make him a bit nice. I mean, there's a nice big van there, Dave. I mean, if that's you can't really see it. It's there. Nice Sprinter van, if that'll do you. I mean, that's what you want. Something a bit bigger like that. Anyway, yeah. So let's get back to what we need to speak about. So my name's Martin, and yes, I've been asked to record a bit of video for Dave. So what's my thoughts about HGV driving? I've been doing it for 1 year now. I used to be a bus driver for 15 years. I've been a trade plate driver. I've been a delivery driver for Amazon. I've done bits and bobs with my time in my 23 years career as a driver. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to record snippets of my night, how it's going night, and give people a little bit of an overview of what it's like to be a wagon driver, and to give you a bit of insight into my work. I am thinking about coming across the CX next year, just primarily for flexibility, just be back to be my own boss again, and a bit of flexibility, just a bit more freedom rather than being tied up on doing nights. So here we go. So first things first, he's a corner shop. Get a bit of bait now from my wagon, put it in the fridge, and I will join you when I'm going into the yard. I'll show you the wagon, I'll show you what we're carrying, well, pallets mainly, and yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, take care, speak to you soon. Well, I was going to do this part third, but now I'm going to do it second. Welcome back to my presentation video, HGV driver Martin. So, right, seems it's going to be tits up. The engineers had my wagon. I've ran across the yard. I'm absolutely knackered. I'm going to show you inside my cab what I drive. So that is a taco machine, as everyone knows what a taco is. Got to be careful not to show names and faces. This is basically what I drive for the entire night. Nice double bed there, Dave, and a bunk bed there as well. Maybe it's a Saintsman or Neptune Curry Neil might want to sleep up there one night. So, and we've got a fridge as well. There's more stuff to go in my bags down the upper part tonight. So yeah, this is a wagon. There's me in the reflection of the mirror. So yes, this is my vehicle for the night. Pillow there to sleep when I'm sat down there for unloading purposes and sitting still purposes. And for the knowledgeable, this is a DAF 65 plate It's done a load of miles. It's take pride in it. We'll keep it quite tidy between me and you, with a day shift driver. And so yes, I'll be back with part 3. I'll show you the load, and we'll have a talk about HGV licenses and the procedure now to get your license, and the rough costs. Be back soon. Right, so this is the wagon, the trailer, and as you can see, it's all connected up by these hose lines here. They're called Susies. They're all your airlines. We are just waiting for one more pallet before we set off, and there's 8 pallets with the straps down the side, curtain pallets for the next few days. You put your legs up there, your trailer brake, and basically, yeah, onwards and upwards down to the depot now. Once my next pallet comes, fasten it up, get the curtain fastened up, and away we go. Right, I'll be back in a second, and I'll give you a rundown of licenses, prices, and how I went about passing my test. Well, good news, my pallet has arrived. God, look at my hair, Jesus Christ, that ain't good, is it? Never mind, we'll get it shaved off like Dave's, except I won't look quite as bald. Sorry, mate. So yes, licenses. So first of all, you need to do a medical and then apply to DVLA to add the HGV entitlement onto your license, and then you do a theory test, a case study test, and a hazard perception. Once you've gone through that, you can learn. Now most companies will probably stick you in a class 2 to start with, and then raise you to a class 1. Now you don't need to take a class 2 test nowadays. You can just go straight in for your class 1, which is the 44-ton Arctic with a bendy bit on the back end. So that's that. I paid £2,700 for my test. It's a direct through 5-day course. It's not as bad as what it seems. If you're used to large vehicles, it's alright. It's not too bad. Your wage structure, you will find work jobs at £500–600 a week. You can go out tramping, you can do day shifts, you can do trunking, you can do container work, curtain work. There's lots of varieties of jobs out there in the HGV industry. It is some heavy lifting involved and some contracts or some work. It's strapping, it's curtains in, you have to be pretty strong. It's probably advisable you're above 5'7", because reaching out for straps and trying to put curtain poles in is quite hard work sometimes when you're not as tall. Oh fuck me, lights have gone dead. Oh, sensory lights. You have to put up with this. I'm not walking about. Oh dear, I'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, the lights are back. We have lights. They're on sensors now, stood in the corner, but the forklift now is going to load my last pallet from this little wagon that's coming, and it's going on my truck, and then we can be away. So the next time I will speak to you lot is a little bit later on tonight. 3 hours down there. So when I say 3 hours, you also got to abide by tachograph rules, so you'll need a tachograph card as well. £19 from the DVLA, and your maximum driving hours in any fortnight is 90 hours. We can drive 4.5 hours in one go. Working time, you've got to have a break after 6 hours, and blah de blah de blah. Go and have a look at the exact things, because I can't be bothered to go through the full lot. But on average, you can drive 3 9-hour shifts in one day, 2 10 hours, and your working day can be spread out up to 15 hours. Most places will have you working between 11 and 12 hours, depends on where you're going and how far you're going and what shift you are doing. So yes, that is the general. I shall get you down there. I'm going down to the Midlands now. I will show you a couple of busy shots, how busy it is down there. I will then empty myself and try and reverse into bay. Not easy when you first pass your test reversing, but it takes a while, but slow and steady wins the race, don't rush it. So yep, catch you soon. Won't mention about the stocked up fridge, will we? I did say I was going to go and buy some goodies. Yeah, that'll do for the night. Dave, it ain't yours, leave it alone. So ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived, and this is the queue. Quite cute at the moment. Just gonna get out, unstrap, and look a little bit like them ones in front, and time to unload. Not many to unload tonight, and then park up over there for 4.5 hours until I get reloaded for the return journey home. And there's my friend over there in the forklift. with his lights on. I should be giving him a bar of chocolate because I'm so nice. Right, I'll speak to you again soon when I'm all unloaded, strapped up and parked up. Catch you shortly. So everybody, just to update, now in the warehouse, to be a little bit careful. You've got forklifts running right all over the place here. And this is where we all get unloaded. Obviously all this stuff over there. Be careful not to get people's faces in because people get a bit unhappy, but yeah, basically that's the crack. So all unloaded in here. I'm going to switch to my face camera now and do a final sign hour video, and then yeah, that's a little bit of life about a wagon driver, and then just drive back home, take my trailer off, and then put my paperwork away, and then bugger off home for the weekend. So you're looking at a very hot and tired lorry driver. So yes, that's the job I do. Yeah, it's not the hardest of jobs, it's not the easiest of jobs. I mean, you get muscles the size of Mr. T, and it is as simple as that. I mean, I do 2 shifts. I'll either finish at 2:30 or I'll finish at 6:30. Today I finished about 6:30, unfortunately, because the other lad needed an early finish, but which means he's swapping me for his early finish next weekend. And actually the other lad's actually outside at the moment. He's first to get in to get reloaded to go home. Let's hope he gets a nice early finish. Yeah, he's a nice lad. He's been my mentor, and he's a lovely fella, and I can't thank him enough. So yeah, it's not a bad job. It's not badly paid. The hours for me are 58 hours a week. Take home pay 540, 550, depends on the week. Pension paid for, holidays paid for. It's what you make of it. You could go tramping, which means you're night out in your vehicle, and you get to stay in this lovely bed, which this is my bed. That's my pillow. You're not getting that, but as you seen, I showed it before. Nice cabin. It's alright. You got a night heater. It's alright. It's got its perks. What else is there to say about wagon driving? 56 mile an hour if you can stomach it. You get to see some nice places, you get some nice views because you're higher up, so you can see what people are doing in their cars, and you see a lot of things what goes on in people's cars. I'll leave that to your imagination. So yep, that's it. Any questions, just stick them on the group. I might be able to answer them. Any advice I can give you, I mean, I've only been doing it for a year now. I'm sure I can answer the best I can. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and to do all the rest to the Saintsman. I'm sure you'll be happy to get some more views. I mean, sorry, to Dave. I'm sure he'll be quite happy to beat the Saintsman and Mr. Freddie Fletcher's numbers. And do like Dave's channel. He's a nice, genuine bloke, even though he's a mank. Yeah, we'll let him get away with that one. But he's a nice fella. He works hard, and he's trying to help people out. And just keep happy. Have a fantastic weekend. Keep safe. Keep happy. Enjoy. Live life. Don't be bored. Just enjoy it. It's too short. Take care. Good night. Thank you.
Cheers for that, Martin. I loved it, mate, that video. I loved having a nose around the cab. They're brilliant, aren't they, with the double beds and the bunk above and a fridge. Quite a lot of food there, mate. You have to be careful eating all that much food. You don't end up getting a bit like me, do you, there? Especially if you're driving for a living. But I find it really interesting. And not that I am going to become a HGV driver. I'm a bit too long in the tooth now to start anything else. But I know people out there are interested. And as and when you do come on, mate, please get in touch, and get in touch with any other guys here, and we'll be delighted to talk you through the procedures and what you need to do. So I've had some good response to these Shows Your Van videos. I've got a few in the pipeline now. And anyone else fancy it, please send us a short video about you and Shows Your Van, because that's what it's all about. And tell us how you do the job, and it'll be really interesting. So the next time you see me, you'll know whether I'm back in the Silver Dream Machine or not. So on that note, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you very much once again for all the subscribers. I think I'm up to 530 now. So my next target will be 600. Why not keep trying to get more? Please give us a thumbs up if you like the video, because it does get the video spread out a bit more. And please subscribe to the channel if you would, because again, all that does, it doesn't cost anything. It just notifies you when there's another video out from me. Thanks a lot and take care, everybody, especially on them roads. It's a bit dodgy out there at the moment.